Yes,
we'll let you get right into your presentation.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for having me here today. And I'm here to represent Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee. I serve as the Director of Membership. And so I have the opportunity to work with all of our staff that is in the field that covers 39 counties that we serve. And so Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee serves almost 15,000 girls in those 39 counties, almost 7,000 adult volunteers. And directly in Davidson County, we serve 4,000 Girl Scouts and about 1,500 adult volunteers. And so I like to think of that as about 4,000 families that get to have the opportunity of having their Girl Scout and possibly, you know, someone else in their family, an adult that is getting to see leadership and mentorship and programming and be exposed to service projects and activities that allow them to give back to their community and to be able to learn even budgeting and goal setting and money management that goes into our cookie program and all of the different things that we do. Our 4 pillars focus on entrepreneurship, life skills, outdoors, and STEAM. And we just add art into the STEM. And I'm here today specifically to tell you about our 2 underserved areas that we really try to focus on reaching girls that we believe are underserved in some of our most vulnerable populations. Our LEAD program stands for Lead, Empower, Achieve, and Discover. And this program's been going on for over 10 years, and we serve about 1,300 girls with our LEAD program. We partner with schools in Davidson County, so we're at over 35 schools right now, middle schools and elementary schools, and teachers lead the Girl Scout program. It's a curriculum-based program, and we provide them the curriculum. It changes every year based off of what we see the school's educational needs and plans being and how we can partner with the school. The past few years have had a meeting with Dr. Sean Joseph to say, what are the things you're focusing on? We want to make sure we're lining up so that we're a support to the school system. The teachers lead those programs after school, and so I think of it as a great opportunity for students to also see their teacher in this fun light too. I think a lot of people love their teachers, but they get to be their troop leaders as well. And that program, we provide the curriculum, we provide membership, uniforms, programs, field trips, camp. They can go to a full week at our 2 summer residential Girl Scout camps, either for no cost or if they're able to pay $50, but it's a full week of camp. So all of that's in our LEAD program, and that focuses on schools where we know that there is not parent involvement. We've heard about that either from a family specialist or from other people, whether that's, Dr. Sean Joseph or a principal has contacted us. And also we've realized that there's a financial need. So we've been doing that for over 10 years. We always want to grow because we have more and more students that, Girl Scouts can seem to be a barrier for them because their parents are not able to volunteer as troop leaders in the traditional format that people think of as Girl Scouts, where the parent, the mom or the aunt or the grandma or the dad is the troop leader. And so we're trying to take down those barriers to have other opportunities for people to step up to lead and to have a full Girl Scout experience. And then our Troop 6000 program started in August of 2017, and that was the second Troop 6000 program to start in the United States. The first one started in New York in February of 2017. And this program, it's called Troop 6000 because in New York they have 6 boroughs, and they thought, you know what, we have got to get Girl Scouts in these 15 shelters, and we're going to call it Troop 6000, and then as girls move from one borough to the other, one shelter to the other, they're all Troop 6000, they're all doing the same curriculum, they meet weekly, and they're on a quarterly system, and so in each quarter, there's 4 quarters in a year, they get to do, 3 different badges, a service project, a field trip, they have a celebration, a Girl Scout traditional celebration, and they have a social emotional learning piece that we've partnered with MNPS, Social Emotional Learning Department, to make sure that they are the experts, not us, but we can partner with them to make sure that's part of our curriculum. And so right now, we were able to, benchmark with New York and be able to start a Troop 6000 here in August of 2017. But we've reached a point where we have 3 different locations and we want to grow. And so we want to grow in our LEAD program, but we also want to grow in our Troop 6000 program. And both programs are curriculum funded. Both programs are run by either teachers or community members. And they provide everything I mentioned before, from the uniforms to the programs to the camp to even our Troop 6000 they get full breakfast every single Saturday morning because we realized, we partner with Safe Haven Family Shelter and Salvation Army and Magruder Family Resource Center. They're realizing they don't have, even Safe Haven, who does meals throughout the week, and Salvation Army, they don't do breakfast Saturday morning at Safe Haven. And so our girls were coming, and we have snack at all of our troop meetings, but realizing we have to meet their basic needs first before they can be ready to be able to learn how to earn a certain badge, or how to have a mentor come in and speak to them, or get to go to a service project right there in their backyard. And so as we get more and more into both of these programs, we realize there's so many needs that we want to be able to either reach out to another organization that's the expert and partner with them, or to be able to provide that. And so we're requesting $15,000 today to be able to expand at least to one more Troop 6000 location and 2 more lead programs. I could see us potentially being able to do more than that too. I'd love to see us have 2 more Troop 6000 locations. The HERO program, we have partnered with them, and I'm sure y'all are familiar with the HERO program, and they're able to share, data of saying, okay, the next spaces you need to be are Madison and Antioch, and that's where we need you. We don't have Troop 6000 locations there. We have a lot of families doubling up that would be able to benefit from our services.
Is that where you want them to be, is in Madison? Yeah.
That's where right now the data shows, and Catherine Knowles with the HERO program says we want you to be there, but we also have to have the funding to be able to do that.
So both programs expanded in Madison?
We have a lot of lead troops in Madison. The lead program, at this point, it would depend on which schools we do not have lead troops in. And to be honest, sometimes it changes year to year depending on if the teachers at the school are able to lead. We are right now in 35 schools, and so I'd love to see us in 2 more schools that we're not in.
Are there any areas of the county that's not served?
Madison and Antioch are not served by Troop 6000.
From Troop Lead?
From Troop Lead, there's not one pocket, no. It's certain schools that would not be being served. And that's not because we chose not to serve them. It's more, like I mentioned before, we might reach out at the beginning of the year, and there's a lot of turnover in the school system. Sometimes the teacher that was leading it the year before, she's moved. She starts at another school, and then we're trying to be able to restart it up. But we have, at this point, we're serving all of the girls that our current funding provides for with the LEAD program. So that's why we'd love to see that expand. Yeah.
I just want to make sure I understand.
Yeah.
LEAD is running the schools.
LEAD is running the schools and the Metro Community Centers.
And then so that's during the school year, and then it's Troop
Yes.
6000 the summer programming.
Troop 6000 is every single week.
Okay.
It's amazing, y'all. I mean, those traditional troops meet every other week or once a month. And Troop 6000, our troop volunteers are amazing. They meet every single week. So we have a location that meets Tuesday night, Thursday night, and Saturday morning. And so those girls are being provided an experience every single week. The girls that started in August of 2017, only 2 are not in the program. We serve 45 girls now total, but we've grown. But that first year, we served probably 19. And right now, I think 16 of those 19, 2 moved to Georgia, and 1 decided it was not for her, which is okay, and that happens. But that's because when they move out of the shelters, Salvation Army and Safe Haven, our troop leaders, and we have a program set up for their transportation. So we're taking away those barriers, making sure that we have people that are going to be their troop leaders, making sure we're providing all these things at no cost. And then the transportation is huge for Troop 6000. LEAD happens at the school, and so it's able to normally be part of an extracurricular that they're able to be driven on the bus home after.
Are you serving the wide range of the ages? I'm just assuming from...
We are kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. The
Okay,
LEAD
it is
program does not
kindergarten.
have as many high school troops, but our Troop 6000, there's girls of all ages that live at the shelters. And we partner with Magruder Family Resource Center because Safe Haven told us this is where we're placing the majority of our families when they leave Safe Haven. So, our goal is to provide consistent experiences. We've designed this curriculum to be they can move from any location and be doing the same activities. So they did first aid part 1 on this Saturday, then they moved to the next location on Thursday. They can do first aid part 2. I know one of the questions asked about how does this create a more equitable Nashville, and to us at Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee, we believe that it is so important for girls to be exposed to leadership, to mentorship, to learning what it means to give back to your community. We partner with countless organizations where our girls learn how to make sustainable community projects that they can see the difference that they're making. And our girls in LEAD and Troop 6000 are doing those activities as well. And we have an opportunity to be able to partner with Safe Haven and Salvation Army, as well as MNPS, Metro Parks, and specifically with the shelters. They've said that as families have moved out in this past year and a half, they've seen their numbers go up for families returning to their parenting classes, staying in touch with their caseworkers, because their daughters are coming back each week for Girl Scouts. And so those are just a few of the ways that I see Girl Scouts being able to make a difference and making sure that girls are empowered now, but really for their future and setting them up for those skills. We're taking them on the very first Troop 6000. Lee just went on one recently, first overnight camping trip this coming weekend. And today's actually Girl Scouts' 107th birthday. So
Happy birthday.
we've got 400 Girl Scouts over at Legislative Plaza for Girl Scout Day on the Hill on Girl Scouts' birthday
Oh, wow.
as we speak. So
Congratulations.
What's Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee's operating budget?
our operating budget overall, you know what, I don't want to answer that wrongly. I don't know that off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know that off the top. I know my budget for the Troop 6000 and LEAD.
Yeah. What is that?
Yeah, so our budget right now for LEAD is about $90,000 to serve 1,300 Girl Scouts. And then our budget for our Troop 6000 program now is $42,000.
Okay.
Those are two.
Those are small budgets for the number of
Yes.
youth you're serving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We would love to be able to serve more, but we don't turn Girl Scouts away. And so it's more that we don't want to run after more locations unless we have funding secured. But we would never turn away a girl from being a Girl Scout in any of our programs.
So 15,000 is huge for you.
Oh, it would be huge. I mean, it would be huge. But, I mean, both of those, it's 90,000 and 42,000. And when I'm talking about transportation and food and camping and, you know, right now, it depends on how many girls end up going to summer camp. I might have to borrow from another, like the program or camp budget. But right now, I'm trying to keep everything within ours.
Yeah.
But it would be huge for us. Absolutely would be. And for the community, because that would be 30 more girls at least that would be able to have. And our goal, like I mentioned, and we've been able to show, is that consistent retention and sustainability. So it's not something they just pop into, but it's something that, you know, we're pursuing them and they know that people are on their team. And it's not just them, it's really their families. It's been amazing to see their families get involved in the program.
So LEAD has been around since when?
2007,
And Troop since
2017.
2017. And you track data longitudinally?
Yes,
trying to make sure
retention.
you're keeping track of the young
Yes,
ladies
we
that
have
go
a
through the
great,
program. Okay,
even alum program when the girls from 2007 that we're able to look into.
okay. At 2007, you've got some good data.
We
there.
do, yes, yeah. And we even have updated, like our organization's updated software to be able to really reach to those alum, which is helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, terrific, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
very
so
much.
much. Speak, I appreciate it. Well, have a great rest of your day.
You too.
And go enjoy the party on the hill.
Thank you.